Hey, Manuel. Thank you very much. Happy Saturday to you as well. Thank you very kindly. Today, I didn't come on to be long at all, and seem to be every time that I say that. Hey, Miss Kajaria. Every time I say that I ain't gonna come on and be on for long, I end up being on here for a long time. So that just is what it is. I don't know why I say that every time. I just do. But today is full of surprises. I got up today and I felt like making it out to the garden. I know, Kacharia. Next month. I know. I feel like making it out to the garden today. Actually, I thought about it for 2 days, and uh, after some thinking and mentally motivating myself, honey, I made it. I went to the garden and it wasn't as bad as I thought it would be when I went out there or whatever. But it's some work to be done, and it's gonna get done. I got some volunteers and everything that say they want to help me get it done, and that's what we gonna do. Get it done. Um, but today, I just got a letter. I just got a letter. I just got a letter. And Dolly is who it's from. um, yeah, Dolly Bear, Phoenix Rising, sent me a package. And so I just thought, let me open it up and share with you all what Dolly sent me. So let me get me some scissors, because all I know is I was telling her about some things that she like to do arts and crafts and things like that. She is one of my moderators and she have her own channel. You all should go over and check her out from time to time. But her name is Phoenix Fireside. But sometimes she do arts and craft, and I just told her some things that she was doing I thought was very beautiful. And I actually said, thanks, Stray Kid. Um, Matthew, what you trying to say? Uh, I was just telling her that some of the things she was doing, I was like, girl, you should try and sell some of those things. And she was like, no, I wouldn't do that. Matthew, I'm thinking maybe how was your day? Thank you. See that, Matthew? I'm glad I asked you what you trying to say, because I don't be understanding all of that them abbreviations and everything. So before I jump to conclusion, I'm like, let me ask the question before I be on here looking, stupid. Hey, hey, Iris Queen. Um, no, DJ Brown. Why you asked? I used to. I just finished telling somebody I just stopped. Like a year and maybe 3 months ago. But why you ask? Okay, I get you. What color are your eyes? Brown. Um, Chris, you must ain't never had none in your life before for you to come in here and ask such a thing. Um, yeah, I ask questions same way people allowed to ask me questions about anything. If you're respectful when you ask the question, I'm gonna respectfully answer you. But if you disrespect me, chances are I'm gonna disrespect you back. And that just is what it is. But you look amazing. Can I have a shout out? I've been upset all day long. Hi Miko. Smile. Don't let nobody upset your day. But shout out to you. Hey M Jones. Stay strong. Thank you, DJ. Somebody literally just suggested to me maybe I should move to a state where I can do it, because I do. I've been diagnosed with cancer. Um, on Valentine's Day. So somebody was suggesting that to me, and I just finished telling them, DJ, that I just quit not long ago. If you say charity to your max, I will donate how many times? You say that for what? Okay, anyways, let me get to some of the stuff that she sent me. Would you look at that? This is one of the bracelets she sent me. Oh my gosh. I actually love. What was part of today is I haven't been able to my garden in 2 months now. And that's my bracelet. And Phoenix, I don't really wear bracelets, but this one, I will definitely be wearing it because I love that color. But the best part of my day was being able to go to my garden after 2 months. And if anybody ever been on chemo before, you know why. It beat you up, literally knock you out, and so like you be very tired and you really can't. You don't. Sometimes you don't have the energy to think about stuff. So it be just like that. Zero times than $0. Well, that's what Phoenix said about her jewelry and stuff, that she don't want to sell it. She just would like to like give it away. So she sent me a package. That's a really nice piece. That's beautiful, right, Emmanuel? I love this bracelet. So we're gonna see what else she put me in this here goodie bag. Oh my gosh. Let's see the next. I'm trying to get both of the like things. Here is a pair of earrings. So let me tell y'all, the last time I went to chemo, one of my earrings fell out my ear. Um, and I no longer have one of the earrings, but they said that they would look for it. Um, and they would let me know if they find it. So now, and that's the second pair of gold earrings that I've lost in this year. And so at the cancer center they also have like see, I ain't took my other earrings out in forever and a day, so it's like taking me something to put this in. But look at those earrings that Phoenix made for me. Look at those. So I ain't gonna try to hook them all the way because she got several pair. Look at that. I never change. I never switch out my earrings. So this is something different. God is number one always. Okay, amen to that. I like that. Hello, I like the earrings. Yeah, thank you. How are you? Hey, Perla. Hi, Anthony. Yeah, those are very nice. So so far we got these earrings and we got this bracelet came in our package. Let's see what else we got in here. Oh my goodness. Okay. Then we have these. These match with the bracelet that I have on. Let me try. Let me try these on. So I lost one pair of earrings and then I gained I don't know how many pair. So now that I got these earrings, I I guess I won't be looking like Little Bill anymore. Look at me, I'm having the hardest time putting it in. I would like to try them on though. Yeah, these match this bracelet. Okay, we can do that. Yeah, so there we have these right here. Thank you so much, Phoenix, with this bracelet. They match this bracelet, I think. Yeah, that is really sweet, right, Anthony? Then let's see. Oh, she even gave me a necklace. Look at there. Is it a sun? It looks like a sunflower. I'm not sure. Let's see. My head too big for it to go over the the colors. Not your beautiful skin tone. Um, I think you were trying to say the colors match your beautiful skin tone. Thank you very much, Emmanuel. Okay, look at there. But look at is that a is it, oh, but look. Oh my god. I totally missed that. Let me take it off to see what that says. I missed it, didn't even see it. I thought something was finna fall out of it. See what it says. Look at it. Y'all saw that? It's like a sunflower. And then when you open it up, there's something on the inside. Ain't that neat? Thank you, Emmanuel. I kind of figured that's what you. Yeah, that is cool. Let me see what it says. This is a sunflower, and Phoenix knows that I love sunflowers. It says, "Oh, it says you are my sunshine." Look at there. Let me see if I can make it focus. It says you are my sunshine. That's beautiful. Love it. And you know what? This is just so thoughtful because she ain't have to do it. Didn't have to do it at all. You know, this like came from the heart, and it before I even lost my earring at the doctor's office. Um, these were already in the mail coming to me. Okay, when you see this earring, what do you think about? Because this was one pair that she was making on her live, and when I saw it, I was like, peacock. And I was like, oh, those are cute. Those look just like a peacock. I was like, hey, Corinne, how you doing? Yeah, these is some nice rings to bring a little bit of the focus away from my oh, I'm definitely digging these. I love these. I love these. These remind me of like just to see like the bottom part of it is like that says peacock to me. Okay, that's another pair. I love those. Korean says snowflake. Peacock or maybe a phoenix. I don't know what a phoenix is, so I ain't gonna even pretend like I do. So I probably need to go and look that up and see what that is. But look at that. Isn't that pretty? That's pretty. I love this color right here. Love it. Oh yeah, I love these. Yes. This right here now, that's cute. I love these. Yeah. I love these. So far these are winning. These are like my favorite. Don't let don't let me get no headscarf game out and like put the headscarf on with it too. Come on now. Let me get a headscarf. Let me get my blue collection. My blue collection right here, right? Look at that and that. We'll try this one. Yeah, head scarf game. Yes, ma'am. Or yes, sir. I am from the United States. I was just getting ready to tell you tell you that Korean. This the I think this the head that you got a shirt or something that you say look that out a little bit right there and that out just a little bit there, and then we gonna bring this up out of our face. Look at here, Phoenix got me covering up the bald head today. Yep, you say you got a top like this, right? Like this head wrap right here. Let me take this scarf off of my eyebrows that I don't have hardly anymore. But that's all right. They'll be back one of these days. Okay, y'all. Cheese. Oh, LA Hook, you're absolutely right. All day long, just as happy as can be. LI Hooked. Happy as can be. Yes, I am. Try, please. BL, go ahead and say Whoopi Goldberg. Absolutely. Her kind of money. Absolutely. Okay. Go ahead. Keep on claiming it for me, BL. Along with Whoopi Goldberg comes a nice fat pocket. Keep on claiming it for me, child. Do your thing. It don't matter what you said. What you trying to say? You trying to call me Whoopi Goldberg? If that's what you saying, it I'll take it all day long, baby. I'll take it. I look like Whoopi Goldberg. Child, please. And nothing but death can keep me from. Child. That's a beautiful scarf. That looks great on you with the earrings. Yeah, I just figured let me pull that. You know what? For you to even be to say that you'll do that, BL, um me in real life, you don't never get none, because only a person that don't get none can need to talk about it like that out in public, try go ahead on. Sister act, yeah. um I don't know what your name is, but whatever that is you asking me to say, I ain't gonna say it. Briggs, I've been trying to spell scarf. You was trying to spell it. Yeah, I just done got so used to not wearing head scarves. I'm embracing having. Let's see what other one we got. We got this one right here. Um I just been embracing. Thank you, Jelly Moss. I appreciate that very much. Tenfold back to you. Um I just been embracing, like, my bald head. Being okay with it after not being okay with it in the beginning. Oh, I think this one even matched even better. But so I haven't really been wearing scarves. Just I'm feeling the bald head now. Before card add an S. Before card add an F. So I think this one matched good with it too. Okay. Cheese. Cheese. I need to quit. Only for the Lord, Boris. You fix them on your head so quickly. You're welcome. That's cool. Yep, matching real good. Yeah, it's like then I got this one right here, but I don't think this one doesn't match it don't match that well with this earring. But let me show y'all something else since we into the head wrap game. Let me show y'all how sometimes I be putting my head wraps together, but I need to get a plain colored one. Uh let's get a white one. And we'll go with the white one and then we'll add color into that. Cause I didn't want my head wrapped in a long time. But um okay, so we got a white one. Let's put a white one on. And let me show y'all how I be doing my head wraps when I get ready to. Cause y'all that know, if you go back in my videos, y'all will see that head wraps is like my thing. I had plenty of hair up underneath, but I chose to wear head wraps. Um, and I just love the way they look. And so I just crisscross it in the back and bring it back to the front. Cross over and pull up under. And I keep doing that same thing until I get to the back. And I just tuck it inside like that in the back. Now I come and I do the same thing over on this side. And tuck it inside in the back. Okay, and in order for me to add some color to it, okay, Ramona, if you're friendly, I will be friends with you, okay? So that's the first part of it. Then I take this part right here and I tuck it in where the other part is back in the back. And then I go underneath here and just go around like that. If I wasn't showing y'all how to do this, I'd be done with it already. But I'm so used to putting them on, throwing them together. It ain't hard at all to throw a head wrap together. And this way, you can make, like I probably got about 60 head wraps. But when you can do this right here, you can turn 60 head wraps into you can turn 60 head wraps into about 70 or 80 of them. And I don't have a particular reason as to why I wear a head wrap. I just love the way they look. That's all. And then this right here, usually there's another way that I do it or whatever, but this is a typical head wrap that I would. And you know, EBT right now. You know how his groceries is you crazy? Yeah. You got any? No, never mind. I don't buy them, nor do I sell them. But anywho, I hope you didn't think you was coming through reading. Talking about an EBT card holder. If you let, give me yours, I'll hold on to that one too. What are you doing today? Just on here talking to y'all. I have chicken for my EBT holders and shrimp. We don't. Well, I don't need your chickens over here. I actually have. I raised my own chickens. So go somewhere else and give your give your EBT card and your chicken and all of that stuff to whoever else. Cause we over here we raising ours on, and I don't eat shrimp. But yeah, this is like a typical head wrap that I'll do, and I ain't put all the way right in the back. Probably spread these out a little bit, to pop some more of the color out on them or whatever. But yeah, this I like to do different head wraps and stuff like that right there. Um, yeah, I think that too. Korean. And that and they don't fall off. No, they don't. Well, let me tell you something. I ain't had a lot of experience with the head wrap since I've been bald head, right? And I actually had a dream that one day I went to chemo and I had a head wrap on my head and I bent over to pick up something and the wrap fell off of my head. And for whatever reason I was embarrassed, but I don't know what I was embarrassed for because I done been to chemo several times now with just my bald head. And so I don't know why I would have been embarrassed that it fell off or whatever. But I had a dream about that, right? So I've never had a day where I wore a head wrap all day since I've had my hair. Once with what I was going through with cutting it off or whatever, the way I felt or whatever, um, as soon as I cut it off, I embraced it and just stayed in the moment. It stayed in the moment, though it was a long moment that I've been through. I just stayed with it. So I haven't covered my head up like that since my hair has been cut off. I have had a scarf on one time, and that's to go outside in the sun, but it wasn't on for a major amount of time. So I don't know if this one will fall off. But any of the ones that you've seen me wear before, they don't fall off. Like sometimes, like if you don't tuck it in the right way, probably like a little flap of it or something will poke out or whatever, but you will catch it after a while and you just tuck it back in or whatever. But nope. Yeah, it do look like African culture. Um hey Pookie. Beautiful hair red. Thanks, Coda. Looks beautiful. That's so pretty. You look happy. How's everything going? Hey Enoch, I am happy. Been out to the garden today. And everything. I'm trying to, just getting to this place of where like I want to do my garden. I got some volunteers and everything. So it's like yeah. I'm kinda in a not kinda, I am in a happy place today. Good to see you, Enoch. So I got one. See, I done put this head wrap on or whatever, and I still have one more pair of earrings. And at that, ooh, that is nice. I love purple head wrap too. I got a purple head wrap. But see, I'm finna put this blue one right on back on. But I'm gonna try this purple one on. I've never seen someone wrap before. Oh my goodness, that is so pretty. Listen, I've never been one to wear earrings that move all around and stuff like this, or wear big earrings, but I'm loving these. I'm loving these. Yes. Oh my goodness. I love them. Can you sit still? I'm so close to finishing. I'm gonna sit still a little bit because this probably gonna be the last time you ever finish. Okay, triple taco. Gonna be the last time. Isaiah 53:5. Tell us what that is, Enoch. So pretty. Do you have a scarf to match? I have a let me let me get the purple. Since we here pulling out all of the since we here pulling out all the head wraps today. I try to keep them color coordinated. Um to so when I'm looking for something that it ain't so hard to find. So we got okay. This gonna be the last I pull down because I done pulled down a whole bunch of. Okay, so I got these two colors, right? Because I got this color right here. It's about to get crazy. But trolls usually don't upset me or any of that stuff. I ain't got time for them. Sometimes I go back at them the same way. They come in here and call themselves bothering me, and I just let it be. Now I'm gonna do this one a little bit different. Y'all see, I did this one right here, and I crisscrossed it in the back. Now I'm gonna come in with this one, and I'm gonna go over the top of that and grab it with this one right here at the same time. If I can do it while I'm trying to show somebody how to do this. And I'm gonna come to the front, and I'm gonna tie them together, and we gonna see how this one turn out. You think the purple look better? Yes. We are playing dress up. Yes. Okay, and now when I do something like this right here, I will take this purple and I'll put it on the inside of. It's a little different when you're trying to do it on camera. I'll wrap it inside of this right here. Let me get it in there right. Yes, ma'am. I'm taking notes. Okay, I will put it on the inside like that, and then take it to the back and tuck that. Then we gonna come over here to this side, and let's see. Try to keep those both colors showing. I don't like when they overlap like that. Let's see. I feel like I'm finna get ready to go to the church. Let me see how I want this to be more purple. And you just basically twist them around so that you have whatever color showing that you want to be showing. Now this is another thing that I have issues with. My fingers catching cramps in them. So I ain't gonna wrap that anymore. I'm just gonna stick it around in the back and let it do what it gonna do. But anyways, cheese. There's another one. These people is amazing. Hi, Nightcrawler. That's just not. That's just not any scarf. Did you order those scarves? Actually, we have a store here called Arbondale. That I mean it ain't it's a huge hair store, but it ain't no huge hair store. And you know, here in Orlando, you got hair stores here and there and everywhere. I mean, when I say they everywhere, they are everywhere. But it's just going there and it is just a regular head wrap. And to be honest with you, Corinne, um I think this well, okay, this one right here, let me be honest. This scarf right here comes from the Dollar Tree. Yeah, this scarf right here, like any scarves that I see or whatever, um, in the Dollar Tree and stuff like that, I always just pick them up. You know, whatever it is, because it can always act like a scarf, like to add color, or a song. So right here was a dollar, because you know the Dollar Tree ain't a Dollar Tree no more. But this one is $1.25, and this one right here from the hair store, I think I paid probably like $6 or something like that for it. But I have other ones that, of course, they don't cost like no $6. Like this gray one, like it's a $6 one or whatever. This one is a $6 one, but there are ones um that cost you a lot more money than that. You know, these right here are not like typical scarves or whatever. You probably gonna pay a good little penny for them. But somebody got these scarves for me. So for me they were free. They were a gift to me. And I probably got about 30 of them at the same time as a gift. Um but yeah, I have a lot of scarves. So, but yeah, they have to be a certain size, right? I think to me, Korean, I've never seen a different size or anything when I went in the store. It's just they all one size. You just go in there and they ever. Um, Now I have some that's like they have scarves like what you can wrap around your neck and stuff like that. Head wraps too. Because you know it don't get here in Florida. So ain't nobody using no wraps to go around their neck and stuff like that. Not that I've seen, unless like you in the business world, you know, putting on a suit and stuff like that. But other than that, you don't really see that. So I get those. I take those and I use them for head wraps. Myself. When I put this head wrap up, I'll show you like one of the ones that like what they throw around their neck or whatever. And I just use it. I use it as a head wrap. I don't. You probably done seen me wear it a couple of times. If I learn how to wrap, I'll I'll never comb my hair again. Well, Korean, what you think was going on up under my scarf? It wasn't that I wasn't combing it or no nothing, but it was like I would take my hair loose, wash it, and braid it probably like every 2 weeks, sometimes once a month or something like that. But yeah, I wasn't messing with my hair like that, doing a whole bunch of combing or whatever, because as soon as I started chemo, you can tell like it was like breaking off or whatever. So it's just like I wasn't really messing around with it. And not until I got to this second chemo that it did the 1-2 punch on me and did went on and did me in. But honey, ain't nothing wrong with it. You'll catch it. You'll catch it every now and then and do something to it. Now this is one right what I was telling you about. You see, it got the little tassels at the. It got all kind of other colors mixed in with it too. But yeah, this is one that I'm talking about. I use this as this is a head wrap too. So you might see stuff like this right here, Korean, that got this at the bottom of it. Yeah, I use this. This is like one of my favorite. And as I think about it, it actually matched this bracelet. Check that out. That see, I done found something else, and even though it's polka dots, wait a minute, what happened to? I took my other earrings out and did what? Child. Okay, so this right here, these right here, even though these polka dots, I would definitely put this on with this right here and this bracelet. I might be off, but I would put it together. And probably if it didn't look right together, then I would change it up. I imagine I'm talking junk to my students and my wrap fall off. Girl, you gotta if it fall off, then you gotta stand in it. You gotta be like, child, please, I got mine. You better get your. Yeah, you gotta know that you know at that moment. That's all. That's all that is. Um, but y'all, I have shared with you all of my little gifts sent me more time. Phoenix and everything. uh, hi Alexandria. Raw peoples. You might be in the wrong spot because over here we scatter all kind of bugs. This over here we call the high class gardeners, and the reason why we call high class gardeners because we don't mess around with no snakes, bugs, worms, and definitely no frogs. And we gardeners over here. So all the ladies over here probably ain't gonna step on no bugs, but that's why we need y'all men like that, to go ahead and stomp on the bug for us. You know, there's my sunflower that has a surprise on the inside. Let me see how I can let you see. There it is. You are my sunshine. That's all right, Rob. Um, but don't you want your woman to need you? Huh? She jump up all on the bed and stuff, running from a bug or whatever, and then you come and save the day, and then you can have whatever you like. Yeah. Rob, you gotta get outside the box. Go ahead and smush them bugs. Hey, Jay Bush. This is another pair um that she gave me. And actually she took the time and made these things for me. Not just gave them to me. She made them for me. Then another pair. And then this bracelet right here. And last but not least, these. Thank you, Dolly Bear. Thank you, girl. You are very much appreciated. Thank you so much for blessing me with that. And though you don't want to charge for any of your jewelry and stuff that you made, because you thought so much of me to send me these things, and it came right on time after my gold earrings. Um, what it is. How are you this evening? I'm doing very good today. So I done shared with y'all all of my gifts and everything. that I'm so thankful and so grateful for. I really am. So this is what I'll be spoken to chemo, cause I don't be going to a whole bunch of places to where the, and I knew that was gonna be a question. That, hey Liz, how you doing? I do not have a PO box yet, but no, I'm not gonna even say it. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna come on here and say it when I do. Um, I'll be at the time within the next few days or whatever. People been asking, do I have a PO box? And I don't. Not just yet, but I am gonna get one. But I even just thank you all for just been thinking of, wanting to send me anything. I feel just blessed to be thought of in that way, that somebody want to bless me with something, and I just come on here and just want to share the knowledge that I have, or sometimes just to come on here and free myself of the things that I'm going through or struggling through, and y'all be helping me. So it's like we be giving back, we be like spreading the love, we be back and forth. I give a little bit, you give a little bit. It'd be like that, and so I always feel like balanced when I come on here. But soon as I get that situated, I will come on here and let you all know that I went and set up the PO box, and let you know. Thank you, Jay Bush. Um, yeah, I think Dolly did an amazing job. A great selection of what it is that she sent from to me. And one of the pairs of earrings, I must say, is probably not for me, but I'm still grateful, and they still gonna be worn because I have a daughter that is going to absolutely love the one pair of earrings that I think is not for me. She definitely gonna rock them. Pink is definitely her color. She actually got pink hair right now. So that's her thing. And I like pink, but those earrings are just a little bit different for me. But nonetheless, I still thank you so very much for everything that you gave to me, for blessing me. And you all, if you don't have any questions or anything about anything, not necessarily about what was in here, but sometimes people have questions, and if you're gonna ask them, I'd rather you ask them to me so you can get whatever it is, the truth is that I have to give to you. I'd rather be the one to give it to you. But other than that, I thank you all for coming and joining Life with Tashanna, where life is like a box of chocolate. You truly don't know what you're going to get when you come up into here. You could be anywhere. Wherever I am for the day, that's where you're going to be at with me. If I'm mad, you're going to see that I'm mad. If I'm sad, you're going to see that I'm sad. If I'm crying, you're going to see that I'm crying. I'm definitely going to Tashanna, have a great rest of your evening. Do the same thing. I appreciate you for coming. Um, but over here we are called the high class gardeners. And that just means that we make sure that we growing on the inside and on the outside at all times. All times. The moment you don't have time to grow in your life anymore, that means life is coming to an end when you can't grow any longer. But if you are interested in growing with us in all different kinds of ways, learning from each other, um, all you gotta do is hit that subscribe button, turn on your notification bell to all, to make sure you get every time that we get ready to come live or we make a short or anything like that. Hit that like button, and you, my friend, are a head class gardener too. You are a great cool vibe, Tashanna, and my favorite. Yes, it's so funny every time you come in here, like music be coming music come to my soul. I was just singing a song when when you got ready to come here. That's what I think about everything. And if you don't know anything, Jay, sometimes you are a great blessing to just come through because you're always a reminder. Like sometimes I don't to be any about is singing because every brings joy to a um and that's what it do for me. But sometimes like you can get so far away from it, and I come from a musical family. My mom recorded a couple of records. Just everybody in my family is like singers or either musicians or whatever like that, and so it is something that I do. But you yourself are sometimes your biggest, not sometimes, I think we are, all of us are our biggest critics, and we always judging ourselves um the hardest. At least I do. And so being that I know that I sound different because that's what chemo do to you. It mess with your, sometimes I done came on here and y'all see I can't even talk sometimes. Um but that's what chemo do to you, and so with the change it's like it make me not want to sing. But then all on the other side, how can you not want to sing but then sing and make you happy? How you catch that? Oh, purple is your color. Thank you, Clitoria. Oh, I just realized. um, I don't know. Clee, we gonna call you Clee. Celie Torres. Okay, then that might be a different. Cause see, I be messing up some people's name, but I almost seen something that that sounded crazy. But yeah, and Color Purple, like it. Everybody know that's like my favorite movie. Sister, you been on my mind. Oh, sister, you're the only one that gets that. Uh, we're two of a kind, so sister, I'm keeping my eyes on you. Did you think it was right what the Dems did to um, Charlie Kirk? Sam, let me tell you something. I don't care if it was Charlie Kirk, Shirley Kirk, Shirley Wilson. I don't care who it is. I don't think nobody deserves to have their life ended because of something you said that ain't gonna determine whether you gonna be able to poop at the end of the day or not. People have their opinions all the time. Dinner tables inside their house, and they say people just too afraid about them in their face. And I'd rather know what they're gonna say about me in my face than behind my back. Cause it ain't the ones that you know what they do that you should be afraid of. The ones that you don't know what they will and won't do is the ones. Well, I ain't gonna even finish that statement because in my opinion, you shouldn't be afraid of anyone. And that just is what it is. I don't care what their name is, how they came. The same way I feel that it shouldn't have happened to Martin Luther King, I still feel it shouldn't have happened to Charlie Kirk. And still, I have yet to see um like send me let me see something that I don't see no reason that nobody life should be ended um because of words. I just don't. And there you go, Liz. Ain't got nothing to do with the Dems. It had to do with hymns. Whoever hymns was that pulled the trigger, that's who it was. Ain't got nothing to do with and it, truth of the matter is it'll be shocking if you find out it was one of his own folks that did it to him. Cause that's normally how it go. It be your own people that ready to stick you in the back every single time. So it ain't got nothing to do with that. And Liz, I thank you for pointing that part out right there, because I had went past that, because every time that question come up, it's like the craziest thing. It's like, no, I don't think I think people should be able to voice their opinion and say what it is that they gonna say and go on about their business. Now the moment that you do this right here, we talking a different ball game. But honey, go ahead and run your mouth. And I knew too, at a certain point in my life, I didn't do too good with people saying words to me. And until I got to a point of where you of knowing you let people get the best of you, letting words that they say um predict your attitude, change your attitude, or whatever. And that's why I say to y'all, when I'm here, if I'm already mad about something, if the trolls coming through here, I'm gonna cuss their ass out just like I would, cause I'm mad right now in the moment. When I'm in this moment like I am right now, they probably gonna get whatever they say to me. I'm gonna crack a joke right back on them, roast them back, and go on about they rid of them. It's all about where you catch me at in the moment, but change change my attitude. No, so many different trolls done been in here call me up a nose. I absolutely love my nose. My nose is perfect for my big face that it goes along with. Um, so if it's a bell pepper nose to you, it is a bell pepper nose. I don't want to knock a person off because they call my nose a bell pepper. I've been called fat for a long time. I am fat. I am fat. And ain't nothing you can do to offend me by calling me fat. I'm fat. And right now, unfortunately, I was doing something about it, but right now, unfortunately, it's out of my control because I'm taking so many steroids. So I'm pretty much gaining the weight back. I lost 130 pounds, and taking all of these steroids is, you know, some of the weight is coming back. Whoop de doo. Some people say it's a good thing that you're gaining weight right now, because sometimes chemo is up and down. Sometimes you be gaining weight, and sometimes you lose a whole bunch of it. I don't want that sick look you get when you lose an extreme amount of pounds, and it was happening before on the chemo that I was on before. So you know, I've been called all kinds of things, my whole entire life, all the way from a child up until this point. And what I do know now is mostly everything that everybody said to me in life has always been the opposite of what I really am in real life. So guess what that make them? Liars. They all lied about what I said. And so if Charlie Kirk was not saying anything that was true about yourself, then why the hell you worried about it? Why? But the answer to the question is hell no. I don't think he deserved what he got. Whether it came from the left side or the right side, the middle side, wherever the hell it came from, it was not right. And guess what? They ain't like what he said before. How about his voice louder than it ever have been before? How about that? How about his voice is louder than it ever have been before? So what really did y'all just do? Because everybody talking about him now. And to be honest with you, I didn't know who the hell a Charlie Kirk was before this situation happened. I didn't even know. And now me myself, I'm looking for all of the horrible stuff that everybody was saying about him. And I ain't found it. I haven't found it yet. And I'm not saying that it's not out there. I'm not saying that. But it, with all the talk that's going on, it shouldn't take me this long to find it. But even if I did find it, this was somebody's son, this was somebody's daddy, this was somebody's brother, and this was somebody's husband. And because he said a word or words that somebody didn't like, he didn't touch anybody. He ain't raised his hand to nobody. That man was sitting in a chair having a conversation with a whole room. They bad. They all could have got together and whooped. Maybe with some guards or something, but it wasn't of him. And you mean to tell me you had to pull out a strap? Yeah, I think it was wrong. Anybody here offended really just wanted to be offended. He was always respectful. Let me tell you something what I have seen. I've seen that man get hit with eggs. I've seen people put their hands on him. And I've seen him break out through the crowd laughing and not even trying to retaliate in the situation. And what I'm saying, you can go and look it up. Go look it up and see that man getting hit with eggs and everything. I mean, he drenched in eggs. And he busts out of the crowd and he laughing or whatever. He find it funny. That so people so emotional that you just got to put your hands on somebody because you don't like what they say. Yeah. Crazy. Crazy. But yeah. That's how I feel about that. I didn't think anybody would come through and ask me about that. Yeah. Now ask me about somebody putting their hands on somebody. That's one thing I teach, and I always say that's one of the things. And I don't know what God's interpretation is of that Bible verse when He say turn the other cheek. Because we all like to think that it means somebody slap you on this side and then you turn the other side and let them slap you on the other side. I ain't I ain't been able to do that, and I want to say I ain't gonna be able to do that. Cause see, I done been slapped. And I told y'all I'm the kind of person that I've been getting punched. I'm like that, like the little punching bag, like you'll maybe get your little kids or something like that to play with, and they punch it, and then it rock back, and then it sit back up. I gotta find out what the name of those things called. But you punch it, and then the doll sit back up after you punch it. That been me my whole life. I'm tired of getting punched. I punch back. I punch back, and yeah. But put my hands on people, um, for words, no. You might get a couple of choice words, but for the best part, as long as you don't invade my space, and you ain't trying to stop me from moving where I'm moving at, and you ain't no threat to none of my kids or my family or whatever, I ain't worried. I ain't worried. Anthony, I don't. For me, I don't really take it like that personal. Why are people mean to you? You are such a sweet person. Um, it's just been like that my whole life. Some people just have a life like that. I've been like that my whole life. Whenever I would speak up as a child that things was happening to me, I would get beat for it. Um, I would be told that I was lying, I wasn't telling the truth. Hey, Deborah, welcome in. I would be told that I wasn't telling the truth. I done had my head put through a wall for just trying to tell the truth about what has happened or whatever. I done got beat because I got kidnapped before. I know it doesn't make sense. Go back to my older videos of when I first came on here and everything. The videos are all here that I talked about this stuff. And it just been like that my whole entire life, only for me to get older up in age. And then it turned around that is that I get the same thing when I got older. You know, now I can be the one that do everything, do all the ripping and running, take care of everything in the household and everything, and then for your husband then to turn around and be the one to do the same thing to you and tell you don't do. Hearing that my whole entire I am, I don't want to know one person. If my own mama did it, husband did it, and everything, then who else? Everybody else gonna do it till my son do it. And then when something go wrong, I'm the first person they look for. Why? Because I'm the one that do everything. Not so much now. Cause see, now when you tell me that I'm the person that do all of those things, I'm gonna make your statement true now. Not because not that I'm trying to be vindictive, but now since you lie to me and tell me that I'm the opposite of who I really am, I'm gonna become that person for you. I'm gonna become that person for you. And Deborah, I'm sorry you identify with that. But it just is people in the world that go through that, man. And what I can tell you about that, because I have gone through all of the things that I've been through in life, is why I can look at cancer right now and know I done been through all kinds of stuff. Cancer came along to make me stronger in where the next place that I'm about to go to. Cancer didn't come to take me out. So, and I always explain it like this. If you go to the gym and you work out, if you go to the gym and you lift 10 pounds every day, or you run and you have 10-pound weight in your hand when you run, after you done ran with them 10-pound weights in your hand for a month or two, you can feel like those weights are not even in your hand anymore, right? Because it's no longer a challenge to you. It's no longer a challenge to you. But then, if your trainer says to you, I need you to add 10 to 20 more pounds onto the weights that you've already been running with, now you got a different challenge, right? So imagine what all I have been through for me now to be going through cancer. See, it's like there's a weight that has to be put on there, so you test it a little bit more. And yes, I'm mad as hell sometimes that I go through it, because my thing is to God is like, haven't I been through enough already? But then that'll be like your trainer saying, no, you asked me to train you, and you asked me to get you to a certain place, and I know what it takes for you to get to that place. See, I don't fully know what my purpose is here on this earth, but I'm truly aiming to serve that purpose before I leave here. And so if it is cancer that I have to go through to get to that purpose, Lord, give me the strength to get through it. Hey, Gamma. Hey, girl. Then God, give me the strength to get through this walk with cancer. But is cancer going to take me out? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And I have pancreatic cancer. I've seen what the statistics say about pancreatic cancer. But I can get up every day and I can be closed on the inside, not be able to be around people, and all of that stuff. And I still don't wake up every day thinking, girl, you got cancer. That is not something that hit my mind every day when I wake up. When I think about I got cancer is when I go to chemo and I walk in there and I be like, golly, that's when I think about I have cancer. Even when the pains from neuropathy or something hit me, it don't even dawn on me that I have cancer. All I know is these pains hurt like hell. They, I imagine if you got tased by the police, I ain't never been tased by the police before, but hell, if it's anything like these neuropathy pains, then I don't want to be. So I done already had my share. Neuropathy is, ooh, yeah, it's crazy. So you know, life has just been happening. So for me, cancer is my next the next level of barbells that been put on that's been put on to my weightlifting regimen. And that just is what it is. Right now I'm in a situation, I'm I'm basically alone. I'm what you call it? I'm on property with my family or whatever, but I'm in like a house, like a shed type situation, like a mini house. I'm in a mini house, secluded by myself, and you're absolutely right, Anthony. God has got my back. And you know how hard it is, because all my life, all I wanted to do was be loved. That's all I wanted to do. And it was like I was doing more of the loving than anybody else. And it was like the more that I tried to love people, the more I was hated. And it's like now, and it was almost like you begging people to love you back. And at this time in my life, I ain't running behind anybody to love me. I've been hurt enough. I've been beat down enough. Um, and I've ran behind enough people in my life to know that at this moment, the only person, the only one that I need in this life right now is God. And I don't want to give nobody no illusions that you don't ever need a person, because I think God put people in certain places at certain times. I love you all too. At certain times, to help you through certain things. But it ain't it if it ain't like God to put you in a place by yourself when you only have to depend on him and him alone, you ain't had it yet. And see, that's the thing, is like I left and came back, and I wanted things to be different. But I came back still wanting to be the one to do the work, and nobody doing it in return. And so now it's like I'm fine. I'm fine with being by myself. It's like it was the hardest thing in the beginning to be out here by myself, crying tears of sadness, of being by myself, alone, until now. Like some days I could see faces and I'll be like, no, I literally tell people, some people want to come and see me and stuff. And I literally say a prayer to God. Not that I call it praying people away. But it's not really praying people away, because let me tell you what it is that I say. Lord, if it ain't meant for me to fellowship with X, Y, and Z, I ask you to tear it up. But what is the opposite of that? The opposite of that, and if it is meant for you to fellowship with that person or be around that person, it's going to happen. What it is I'm submitting to the process. And I know that if I submit to the process of who should or who shouldn't be around me, whatever happened, if the person who I'm meeting with meant it for bad, because I submitted to what it was that I'm supposed to submit to, I know God gonna turn it around for my good. And that's on everything. Um, Thank you, Tashanna. But the best part is that you're you're not special when you love Jesus. Yeah. Hey, T. Sherelle. Um, and let me tell you something. Even though let me when I'm telling you, when I get into talking like this, I always say ain't nothing better than knowing that God using you in the moment. But I'm telling you, even in the moments where I know that God is using me, an interruption will always come to throw you off of what it is that you are assigned to do at that time. You can't even imagine what one of my kids just came and told me. But it ain't gonna change nothing about this, and it ain't gonna move me out of the place that I'm in. See, that's one of the things that used to happen to me is every time I'm in this place of where I feel so blessed to be used by God, no matter, because who am I to be one to be used by him? Because I got so many flaws and everything. I just don't I don't think I talk about them that much, but I am a flawed human being. But I definitely know that God used me, so don't never let nobody trick you, because he can use any of us. Any of us. If you willing and you open. If you willing and you open, he can use any of us. And so the devil knows that at this time, this is one of my favorite times to go into talking about what it is that I've been through and not be saddened by it, but use it as an empowerment and to know that it grew me up. Um, Thank you. That it grew me up. Um, um, the moment that the testimony starts to get used, then there's a distraction that comes in from it. And right now it's like the information, that I've just been given. I should be somewhere screaming and yelling about it, but mm-mm, I ain't doing that. I ain't doing that. I'm gonna keep right on talking to y'all, and I'm gonna sit back and I'm gonna relax and let God go before me. See, so many times before when stuff come up, I get up and I'm ready to be right there, right there, and pop off about it. Mm-mm. I don't got none of that kind of energy to give away no more. So I got to sit back and I'm going to chill and I'm going to let God go and step in it, handle all things before I get there. And so then when I show up, I can stay in my nice feminine energy, her energy, and the same way I'm speaking to y'all right now, I can go and speak in the same way without raising my voice, without being angry. Absolutely, Anthony. And I've been asking God for patience for a long, long time. And now that it finally show up, I can't be moved by I can't be moved by that. And the more and more you think about it, you think that people that have cancer, you think that things with the family and everything should change and it should be different. Child, of people around me don't have time to think about that I have cancer until I go to chemo too. So I have all the same issues. Those issues don't go away. Those issues do not go away. You got children. Your children ain't thinking about you got no cancer and stuff every day either. They still thinking about what it is that they need. what it is that they need. They ain't thinking about because they weren't trained to be that, especially if they still little. You the one was taking care of them. You bought them here. They don't be thinking about that stuff. So I don't have time, a whole bunch of time to sit and wallow in that right there. And so since I don't got time to sit and wallow in my stuff and in cancer and all of that stuff, I ain't finna sit and wallow in nobody else's stuff. I used to then want to tell people the truth about what it is that I see about them, especially when they look at me dead in my face and lying to me about what it is that they just did. And I saw you. I saw you. You know how many times I done been hospitalized because I'm standing there looking at somebody do something. And then they say, I didn't do that. But then you can hear them go behind the corner and whisper to the people they did it to, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't know that I did that. But they don't want me to hear that they apologize. And I've been so upset before that it literally drove me crazy. Put me in the hospital saying I'm having a nervous breakdown because people kept doing that to me. And now, my saying is, as I say to my sister, don't let nobody tell you anything different about something you saw with your own eyes and you heard with your own ears. That's how a lot of us get tricked. People try and talk us out of what we saw and heard with our own body parts. If you saw it with your own eyes, don't let nobody change what you saw and make you think you crazy. If you heard it with your own ears, don't let nobody change what it is that you heard with your own ears. It's fine and dandy. You can deny it all you want to, but what I ain't gonna do is I ain't gonna argue with you about it. I'm gonna walk away from you and leave you right there in the place that you in with the last thought you had on your mind, and that's that lie. And I'm gonna walk away from it because I can't make you not be no liar. I ain't got time. Let me tell you something. My phone was so full. I was so surrounded with people that don't know how to do nothing but lie, take, and everything else. My phone was so full of evidence of people, me keeping their text messages, me taking videos, me doing this, and this, because I got to cover myself because I'm tired of people lying to me. When I went to go and clear out one of my phones the other day, I said, you know what, Shauna, you need to turn loose some of those. Hey, blue butterflies. Hi. When, hey, Renee. Hey, Luke. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm into like one of my spills, but hi, everybody. Um, I was looking through that phone and I was like, Shauna, you need to turn loose some of this stuff that you hold as evidence because you no longer care what anybody else believes. See, I needed people to believe what I was saying because all my life, nobody never believed anything that I said. I was always the worst person, I was always the liar. So at one point, I started keeping all the evidence in the world. Because people kept telling me, well, Shauna, you got to do this, and Shauna, you got to do that. So I got to a place where it's like, Shauna ain't got to do shit. No, I ain't got to do nothing. Do you see what this person or that person is doing? And now I'm just at a point where I don't care who, nobody, whoever else do or don't see it. I don't care who do or do not see it. I saw it. I heard it. And if that's the way it happened, then that's all that matters. It's between me and God. As long as I can see that, I can care less about whoever else knows. You don't got to believe me. Stay right there where you are. And guess what? Those people who all did that to me, every single one of them, everyone, I ain't talking about some of them. I'm here to tell you that every one of them, the same person you told that don't do shit, you're a liar, you this, you that. Why would you need the liar to come and speak up for you if they're a liar? I would never ask a liar, can you come and tell X, Y, and Z that and this didn't happen? Why would you want me to come and tell them I'm a liar? Why you think they gonna believe me? And if I'm the person that I don't do shit, and I'm telling you, when I'm saying these words, I'm repeating what somebody has said to me before. If I'm the one that doesn't do shit, then why would you want me? Why would you want me around? Why? And sometimes we so wrapped up in trying to make people accept our love, believe us, and all of that stuff. We don't stop for a moment and pause and think, if I'm all of these things, why would you ever want anything to do with me? Why? And that's all I do is start to ask myself questions. And because of me asking myself, what is the truth? Somebody can tell me that I ain't this and I ain't that. And what I do go back and say, okay, if I'm not all of these things, this is just an example, right? If you got somebody that's telling you you don't do anything, right? Ask yourself, when you get up in the morning, what is the first thing you do? If you get up in the morning, in my case, we just can go to the truth. I can say my husband told me that before. And when he said it, it's very hurtful to hear something like that happens. And why is it hurtful to me? Even though I know it's not the truth, you don't expect it to come out of anywhere, right? But then what I had to do was start asking questions to myself. What do you do when you get up in the morning? First thing I get up do is get up in the morning, wake the kids up to get them ready for school, take me a shower, get ready to go to work, um, go work out in the garden, whatever, whatever. Make sure dinner is done, feed the kids, um, do the grocery shopping, clean up the house, scrub the bathrooms and stuff at nighttime. You do all of these things, but you don't do nothing. So okay, now I'm in a position where literally I don't do any of that stuff. We gonna let you do it, cause see, we done been together for 27 years, and you ain't never had to wash dishes. You ain't never had to clean up. No, none of this. And now, since you tell me that I don't do shit, I make it real for you, and I walk away. And now, who? I'm real valuable now at this moment, right? But now you want me to come back into your world when you ready for me to come back. And now I'm in a world where it's just me and God. So now you ready for me to come back. And I ain't ready. I'm cool with right where I am. Right where I am. And then there comes a humbling that after you said what you said to me, you got to come back and you got to eat it up. Because now you got to come back and tell me all of the things that you said that I don't do. You don't know how to do it. And we done raised 14 children. Eat those words. Hey, you right, Renee. Eat those words. And guess what? In the beginning, I was angry. Those videos are on here. I came on here, cussed his ass out right here on YouTube because he was too busy worried about the people here on YouTube. And you didn't have no consideration for me. But the minute you thought I had that camera on recording you switched it up. Oh, you care about those people more than me? You done messed up now. You done messed up. They might be on members only, but they only. But yeah, now you have to eat those words. And I'm not doing it out of spite or no anything. I'm just comfortable where I am for right now until God move me out of this place that I'm in. Listen, I'm I'm so, and I said I was gonna share with y'all how happy I am to be living the way that I live instead of living with that. One of these days I'm gonna share with y'all. I ain't ready to share that. I ain't ready to share yet. But um listen, when I tell you there's been times y'all done seen it. I done been hospitalized from chemo. Can't get up and walk. And before I go back there, I'd rather be here all alone. You don't even know how my sisters and my friends and stuff cried because Shauna wouldn't move. So stubborn. No. If I got to leave this earth all by myself, do it all alone, I'd rather do it with me and God alone than to beg those people that I've been trying to pour my love out on for years and years and years and years. And you ain't want it. So I got it on reserve. I got it on reserve. I ain't willing to give it no more. And I done came on here and I done said several times, after you've been with somebody for 30, almost 30 years, that's not the option that you want for it to end. But at this moment in my life, I've already said it. I don't want it to end. But at this moment I really don't care. I literally, that's the place I'm in. Do I want to go down to the place and fill out paperwork and do a divorce? Hell no. I don't want to do none of that. You know how hard I work to go and sign away anything at this moment for the things that we got together. I ain't splitting it with nobody. And it ain't even about stuff because I'd rather us be together than walking apart. But it just some things I ain't willing to be there no more. I'm not the same old Tashanna that I was when you first met me. And I always say to people, y'all ever seen Coming to America where Eddie Murphy was getting ready to marry the girl that he had hopping on one foot, barking like a dog? Arf, 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 arf. See, when my husband first got me, I was her. That girl that was jumping on that one foot, barking like a dog. If I'll do anything that he told me to do. Until that one day I woke up and was like, boy, you don't know what you just missed out on. Because I am no longer that girl anymore. Hey, sis. Hey, Shalissa. I am no longer her anymore. And she ain't finna stand on one leg and bark like a dog for nobody. Not even him. Not even him. Let me tell y'all something. I can go on and on and on and on and on telling y'all the kind of food. And I don't want to put too much strain on food because love is what God tell us to do. Is to love one another. It's just unfortunate that When you love somebody, they don't show you that love in return. And sometimes I ask the question, should that change you? When you love so hard for a person, should that change? Because you did nothing wrong. Loving someone is what you should do. But it can often change people because they don't get it back. And when you've tried it over and over again, they say the definition of insanity is to keep doing the same thing over and over and over again. But who knew that existed with love? You continue to do the same thing over and over and over and over again, and you kept getting the same result. Absolutely, T. Sherrill. But right now he learning to be a unnarcissist. I made that word up. um, the definition of insanity. So when I discovered that I keep doing this same thing over and over again, it's time to do something different. And now I just, yeah, I just, I can't even call myself like cold hearted or anything because I'm not. I just look, let you speak your words, and I keep moving. I keep my eye on the prize. And right now the prize is I'm aiming to please the one that nobody can see with their eyes. Or none of that stuff. That's who I'm aiming to please right now. So we often get into bad habits. Luke, absolutely. And for me, it's like I was telling somebody today that um the medicine that and I try not to name all of those medicines or whatever, but you know they give when you got chemo, they give you some pretty strong medicines. Y'all can think of just some of the names or whatever that they give to you, right? So one of the things that I said is that I'm afraid of those medicines because um I can see there's a generational curse in my family, like with alcoholism, um, and other things. I don't want any parts of it. So I'm afraid of it. Luke, you ain't the only one. Struggled with it way back in the days, overcompensated for all of that stuff. But guess what? It came from somewhere because for you to suffer with those kinds of spirits, lust, and let me think, promiscuity, all of those things. Let me tell you something about me, which is one of the stories that's from back in my days, you know, from a little child. When you can't get in your bed and close your eyes at nighttime without somebody's hands going into your pajamas, it leads to a whole bunch of different things. If you catch my drift. So, one of these days, if you've been through any of that stuff before, Luke, that's one of the things that one day you have to wake up and you can't. And see, some people might see me saying I'm afraid of being um addicted to some of the things that they gave to me, right? And sometimes when you dealing with things like that, you have, what I'm doing is not just saying that I'm, it may look like to you that I'm just saying that I'm scared of it, but I'm actually doing something a little bit different than what you think. Because you know, they say you call those things to the forefront. See, they say you don't tell people what your fears are or whatever, but I feel a fear on the inside of me. I'm going to call it out and I'm going to put it out in the open. So, every time that fear comes my way, I'm going to face it. I'm going to face it because fear have had me in a position where I was running and couldn't get away from it. So, what I'm doing is I'm calling it out and putting it out on the forefront that I'm scared. Cause that's where it start from right there. But then where I'm gonna end up. Cause I ain't gonna choose to be in pain now the whole time. Cause anybody who dealing with neuropathy, no. I done put a video on here of me up for 4 almost 5 hours straight crying because it took so long for my medicine to kick in. You right, Luke. But it comes a time when when you know, because sometimes lust can feel good mentally. You thinking about it and everything until you find out it ain't good for you. It ain't good for you. And until you come to the realization that it ain't good from you, you don't know that you need to flee from it. I have stage 5 now. I accept. I accept fear. No, Jay, don't it? Is this my crown? Is this my crown box, Jay? I have my nurse, my nurses, Lady. Jenny, is that you? Blessings, sis. Hey, hey, loving life. They asked me how I still am okay. Yeah, you don't have to, you don't have to, accept the fear. But if you want to get over it, there's definitely a time when you have to face it. You have to face it, and I can't really tell you how to do that. I've been down that line so many times, and a lot of my times it has been mental. It has been mental. I don't know if any of you all have ever went to sleep and had a dream that somebody trying to take you out, and every time you close your eyes to go to sleep, that person gets closer and closer to you. Um and if you have that kind of dream, then what do you do when they get right on the heels of your foot? You either gonna stay woke, keep your eyes open for the rest of your life, or you gonna have to fight. And obviously, you know, that was 16, 17 years ago. I had to make a choice to fight. I had to make a choice to fight. You can't live the rest of your life and not go to sleep. I had to face the fear. You know, a lot of us so interested in being comfortable all the time with that sometimes we don't know you have to get uncomfortable to get to the next best place for you. And I always say it like this right here. When you laying in the bed and you sleep, you can be in the most comfortable spot. You ain't no way you gonna move because it feels really good. But only when you made uncomfortable will you shift out of that position until a different position to where you get comfortable. So don't expect to be comfortable at all times. Expect to be uncomfortable from time to time in life. Loss is dangerous because it takes away a man's honor. Um, I'm going to die before this next year. Jay, who told you that? At least I will be. At least I will be with God. Well, Jay, I don't know. I don't know who told you that. And what will you say if next year comes and goes and then you still here? Because that may be what the doctor's telling you, and that may be what you feel or whatever, and it may be true. I'm not the one to be able to tell you yes and no to it. But um who told you that? That's all I'm gonna say to you. Who told you that? And the one thing that I can say from out of that, Jay, is at least you know where you will be. At least you know. The man will begin to view people not as actual people with souls, but like toys and accessories. They already treat us like that. They already it's already like that already. We just toys. You know, nobody nobody values life like that anymore. It's like the craziest things. It's like the craziest thing ever. They don't, people just take each other out so easily. Like life doesn't even matter anymore. I have a serious cancer that will progress. It's going to. And Jay, I'm just saying, who told you that? Surely not the one that gives life, because we all got a day. We all have it. But is it necessarily when when they say or you say that it is? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see, but God bless you on the journey. God may keep a discomfort thing in our life to build spiritual strength. Absolutely. I am just going to spend the rest of my time with family. All right, then. I hope they, while you spending the rest of your time with them, I hope they treat you well. I pray in Jesus' name that you may not be lifted and healed. Amen. In your son's Jesus' name, I touch and agree with Luke. Touch and agree. Hey, TT. Jay, endure to the end. Amen to that. But y'all, you see, I just said I was gonna be on here for a short amount of time, and here I am. We've been on here for 2 hours now. But I enjoy every single minute of this. Talking to you all, um, don't let nobody change what you heard with your ears and what you saw with your own eyes. Don't let them do it to you. Thank you all for spending your time with Life with Tashanna, where life is like a box of chocolate, because you could have chose to spend your time anywhere else, but you decided to spend it with me. And for that, I am grateful. Over here, we are the High Class Gardeners, where we believe in growing on the inside. I think we all had a little bit of growth on today and growing on the outside. Grow your own food, that type of thing. Um, and again, If you want to be a high class gardener, you know, all you got to do is hit the subscribe button, turn on your notification bell so that you can be notified whenever we post a video over here. And make sure you hit that like button. I would greatly appreciate it. And now you, my friend, are a high class gardener too. I will see you all the next time that we on here. And remember, just because I'm talking about this one thing, you can say something in the chat that could change this whole conversation, that we can talk about or whatever. I didn't come on here to talk about anything. I came on here to show y'all my new gifts that I got from Phoenix Fireside, and it turned into this whole conversation. And this is what I like. Mo used to come through back in the days, and she used to say, "I love that you come over here and you just let it flow." That's what it's like over here. Yeah, the box of chocolate. You never know what you're gonna get because it ain't labeled on the back. God bless you. Love you. In case I love you, Jay. I love you too, and you shall live and not die. You all have an amazing night. I will talk to you all later.